Hey guys, it's Drew Meyer, and you're watching VLNTV. Prototype 2 actually takes place 14 months after the effects of the first game. You're an all-new protagonist this time, Sergeant James Heller. He actually, he's a military man. He was abroad during the events of the first game, and his wife and daughter, who were in the city, actually died at the hands of the virus. So you actually were someone who was affected by what you did yourself in the first game, essentially. So now Alex Mercer has become the villain. He's the guy kind of, responsible for this second outbreak, and so when you go on a patrol in the red zone, which is basically the viral kind of overrun zone, you come across Alex Mercer and you try to get your revenge. You're holding him personally responsible for the death of your family. So when you see him, you take this opportunity to try to kill him. I'd say playing Prototype 2, you become the ultimate badass shape-shifting weapon. You're pretty much the Swiss Army knife of destruction. You can essentially just go anywhere you want, into any situation, wipe out everything you need to, and move on without even glancing back. You feel, by the time you're at the end of the game, you're going to feel just so awesomely powered that, no matter what situation you present yourself in, you're going to know, you have the tools to get it done. And especially now that you can kind of hot swap powers on the fly, you can look at a situation and figure out which powers are going to be the best for that situation, and then you can plan yourself accordingly. So, let me show you one of the new moves. The Bio Bomb lets you turn someone into an actual grenade, and then you can fling them at somebody, and then upon impact, they actually just blow up and send out tendrils into the world. It's actually kind of cool. The first game, what was unique was that the entire world was just one big zone. You can make it from start to end without ever having to load. This time around, what we wanted to do was create 3 distinct, unique zones. There's now the green zone, the red zone, and the yellow zone. The red zone, as we said, was the infected zone. The green zone is this militarized zone where Blackwatch have set up headquarters. And then the yellow zone is this kind of shanty town, overcrowded zone where all the refugees are kind of camped. And it basically allowed us to create a distinct look and feel for each zone, so that no matter what, when you're in the red zone, it feels like the red zone. It feels like it's shattered and it's, there's virus all over the place. But when you're in the yellow zone, you feel overcrowded and the people there are rude and obnoxious and nobody's happy and life is pretty miserable. And that's a huge change from the first game. So this here is, again, the red zone. This is the shattered skyscrapers and the viral infected areas. And what I'm going to show you now is something towards the end of the game. This is kind of when you have almost all of your powers maxed out and some of the craziness that you can actually cause. In this case, this city's just crawling with infected. And we're here, this is actually one of the blade arm, the whip fist power that was a huge fan favorite in the first game. And you can use it not only to finish off vehicles like this, but basically to clear out entire city blocks. So I can go down to kind of an infected area and just do one sweep and take out everybody in front of me.